I don't know what to say about that one, Antonio. This team is just trash. You know, I was streaming, right? I was streaming during the game, and I don't I'm genuinely trying to comprehend my thoughts here. It's not. It was not good. So y'all can say whatever. You know, I thought the Lakers were gonna win this. Silly me. You know. Say whatever you want. That's all I gotta say. Y'all deserve every second of it. If y'all want to bash on the Lakers, they're just not good. I can't emphasize it enough how you can beat a team like the Jazz and come out and play like this. I don't know. I it's really hard to just it's hard. It's hard to watch this, but you know, I do because I'm a fan, and you know, it's just not. It's just I don't I had a feeling this was gonna happen, and for the ones who was there during my live stream during the game, you guys heard the only way we could lose this. I really hope we don't lose it like we're winning the entire game and then we choke it in the fourth quarter. It's exactly what they did. It's as if they're listening to me and wanted them to choke in the fourth quarter. So please, someone enlighten me. I don't know. Let's talk about something else. Or I don't know, because this is just trash. I don't even know what to make of this anymore. So please, go ahead. Say what y'all want to say. We'll go from there. Okay. I'm going to put a poll up. Okay. And I am actually curious to know what your guys' thoughts were. Okay. Okay. I put up a poll. Go ahead. Fill out the poll. I'm curious to know what your guys' opinions are on that. I don't know, man. I honestly like. I'm starting to look. I'm looking at the team, right? One thing that really upsets me. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and fill out the poll first. Okay, I'm gonna let you fill out the poll first and go from there, because there are a lot of thoughts going through my mind right now. Okay, so go ahead, wait for that, and then we'll talk about that. Because this was I don't even know what to say about this one. You guys are commenting a good amount. We'll go over it in a bit. Yeah. I don't even know what to make of it anymore. It's exhausting to come out here to live stream, to post a recap every single Laker game, going through the same thing. You know? It's annoying. It actually is annoying. So, but I want to know what your guys' opinions are on that. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm going to give it a few more minutes for the poll to finish, just so y'all can go ahead and say what you guys want to say, and then we can go over it, because there's a lot to go into. Just know that I was live streaming during the game, you know. I was live streaming during it, so we were able to talk about the game, and the game was going out really, really well. But we know what happened. So we'll see what y'all have to say. We'll go from there, because I'm trying to comprehend what your guys' thought process is, as well as the fact that, you know, maybe there's more to it that I'm not aware of, because I'm a biased Laker fan. I don't know. Looks like we're getting some more votes on. So once you guys finish that up, we'll go over it. But honestly, I what do you want me to say about it, guys? Let me just go ahead, post this video, and we'll go over this real quick. Because honestly, it really, like, games like this, you know, games like this really makes me just want to, like, not do this anymore. You know what I mean? If I'm just being honest with you guys. Okay, I'm just being honest. But I still do. Because I still wake up every day and I still love the Lakers regardless of whatever happens. It's my team, right? Okay. Let's go over it. Okay? Let's go over the poll, because I see y'all have finished the poll, or at least, you know, I mean, people are still going to keep voting as I, you know, talk about it. But I'm curious to know what you guys' mindsets are regarding this game. But yeah, let me go ahead, see what's up. So, 64% think it's LeBron's fault. That's interesting. 27% think it's coaching, and 9% thinks it's Russell Westbrook. You know, I think this game was more so on the players than coaching. I thought quarters 1 through 3, the Lakers played amazing. You know, they're playing fantastic. And for those who were there during my live stream, during the game, y'all heard me say like they've done this before, where they have had a lead the entire game and then they choke in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes left. It's the same deal. This is not the first time this has happened, right? Honestly, I think the primary blame this game is going to be LeBron. That being said, Frank Vogel's going to get the short end of the stick. Vogel's going to get all the criticism. And unfortunately, you know, Vogel is a guy who won a championship with us in 2020. You know, he's the one who helped LeBron, AD, and the rest of the crew win a championship in 2020. And you know what pisses me off is how LeBron or no one will come out and say Vogel's the guy, Vogel's this, he's our coach, like, I believe in Vogel. They're not defending Vogel at all. I don't hear anything regarding defending Frank Vogel. And it's just pissing me off, because it's not even Frank Vogel's fault sometimes. And I don't think this game is primarily his fault. You know, you look at quarter 4. right? You look at the defensive lapses. That was on them. You see their lack of effort in the fourth quarter. That was on them. You can talk about, well, Frank Vogel's the one with the lineups. Sure. But was he the one that told the guys, hey, don't play with effort? Or, hey, let's jack up a bunch of threes? I mean, come on. I don't understand it. How are we going to sit here and say this is primarily Frank Vogel's fault? You know, I was looking at the box score, right? And you can say, well, LeBron, he dropped 25 plus. It doesn't matter because how many of those were in the fourth quarter? You know? And it seems like you guys have a similar mindset. The poll suggests that most of you guys agree with me that LeBron was primarily to blame for this, right? Now, I'm not going to say coaching had nothing to do with it because I do believe that, you know, we should have brought Dwight in, you know, because whenever Dwight comes in, good things happen. It's not rocket science, you know? So I don't want to sit here and not blame the coaches at all, but come on. To say that we need to fire Frank Vogel and that's going to solve our problems, you guys are completely wrong if you guys say that. There isn't one time where I'm just saying, well, Vogel is the primary problem, let him go. There hasn't been one time where I called to fire Frank Vogel because he hasn't been the primary problem ever. And people want to talk about, well, how is this team constructed? Well, let me tell you what. Okay? Rob Pelinka consults with LeBron and Anthony Davis regarding of who to get, right? So it wasn't just solely Rob Pelinka who brought this team together, okay? It was much more than just Rob. He was just one part of it. He was the one orchestrating the deals. But in terms of actually going through with it, he has to consolidate with his best players, LeBron, AD. So, you know, I don't want to sit here and say, yeah, Rob deserves all the blame or Vogel deserves all the blame or, you know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, this is not the first time we've seen LeBron go off in the first three quarters and in the fourth quarter, he just disappears. This is not the first time, okay? This is not the first time. But let me go ahead and read some comments because you guys are popping off in the chat. I don't even know what to make of this anymore, but I'm gonna just go off and just see what y'all have to say about it. Yeah, another embarrassing loss. 100% Antonio. Antonio says, I guess Vogel doesn't like winning. I don't know why he put back Melo knowing he was struggling shooting and didn't play Johnson when we needed defense. I don't even know if Johnson was going to help in that situation because Sabonis was able to post him up, right? You had the size advantage. Sabonis was going off. So probably what Vogel was thinking was, okay, Melo was shooting 6 of 9 before the fourth quarter, right? Antonio calls for firing Frank Vogel tonight and to put the blame on LeBron too. How can we say fire Frank Vogel if we are going to blame LeBron? How is that going to happen? Gigi asked, what happened? What went wrong? Well, everything went wrong in the fourth quarter. Those players might have just gotten Vogel fired. 100%, dude. I hate it how these players are never defending Frank Vogel. Ever. Antonio says we got a good team. The thing is that Vogel doesn't know how to play the team. I don't 100% agree with you, Antonio, because some of it is effort. And you're not seeing the effort, you know? If we get another coach, are we all of a sudden a top team in the West? You know? Are we all of a sudden a top team in the West, guys? If Vogel's fired? Because I don't think so. I told you guys multiple times. It doesn't matter what your roster is. It doesn't matter what your coaching staff is. If you don't put in energy, hustle, if you don't put in the effort, you're not going to win games. I don't know how. Why is this such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal? Whatever you do in life, shouldn't you have to put effort in it if you want good results? So why are we putting that on Frank Vogel? Why are we putting that on Rob Pelinka? James says Vogel might be done. He might be, and it's upsetting. Honestly, I'm going to hate the Lakers so much if they fire Frank Vogel because he's not the primary blame. Firing Frank Vogel will not solve the Lakers' issues. It will simply not. Antonio says, just watch Vogel getting fired. I wouldn't be surprised because apparently reports suggested he was about to get fired after the Denver game. And I hate it. I hate it so much that LeBron or AD or nobody's sticking up for Vogel. He's a coach that won a championship with us. And he's about to get fired. Disgusting. It's not Vogel's fault. The Lakers have players that are past their prime. Agreed. But even if they're past their prime, they still have potential to do stuff, you know? This is not mainly on Vogel's end. I'm not saying Vogel doesn't have any blame, okay? But to say that firing Vogel's going to fix everything, you're delusional if you think that's going to happen. I don't get it. I mean, LeBron, Carmelo, everyone's just jacking up a bunch of threes, no effort on defense, you know? I don't get it. True Savage says, what happened to LeBron? Usually he's the only good thing happening. You know, that's the thing. Quarters 1 through 3, he played really well. And then quarter number 4, he just stunk it up. He didn't really do anything in quarter number 4. He didn't. Brandon says, I blamed Westbrook because he's not producing as his contract tells him to. Yeah, but I mean, Westbrook's not the primary blame. We can't sit here and look at Westbrook. He's not getting as many minutes as he once used to. He's always having to change his role, right? But LeBron's well established with this Laker organization. He's the best player on the team, you know? And it goes back to my point a couple games ago against Denver. You lead by example, okay? I'm tired of hearing apologies. And this is the same thing I said. When he apologized to Laker Nation, said we're going to be better, I'm like, okay, it's cool that you apologize, but we want to see some results. We want to see some wins. We're tired of hearing you guys talking all the time, saying we're going to do this. We're sorry that we did this. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it anymore. Just get some wins. That's all we're asking for. Get some consistency. And honestly, looking at the schedule, I mean, they have the toughest schedule or one of the toughest schedules in the league remaining. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go. Mike, I'm pissed. 100%. Albie says, what happened? I thought you guys were going to win when I checked the score and you guys were losing. Fourth quarter, you know. Stop blaming the coach. 100% agree. Coach isn't the primary problem. 100% agree. LeVert dropped 30 points. Yeah, he did. It is too late to fire Vogel. That is also another thing. You can't just fire Vogel 44 games in. You know? What are you expecting? End the poll there. Because I want to ask you guys this, okay? Does Frank Vogel deserve to be fired? I'm just going to ask you guys because I know it's not a matter of, oh, well, is it a matter of is he going to be fired or not? You know? We think he is going to be fired, but I don't think he deserves to be fired. I'm just curious to know what you guys think about this because ultimately Frank Vogel, I think he's an elite coach, okay? It's similar to what happened a couple seasons ago when the Lakers didn't make the postseason. It's like, I don't think that any other coach would have helped us in that situation. LeBron can put up the same stats in every game, but the results will more likely be the same. It's the way. See, LeBron, it's like he puts up those numbers in quarters 1 through 3, and good things happen. And I noticed in quarter number 3, right? We were tied with the Pacers. He went to the bench. We had Stanley Johnson, right? We had Malik Monk, Austin Reeves, THT. Then we go up by 8. Then LeBron comes back in and we start losing. So what am I supposed to say about it, you know? I'm not trying to sit here and criticize LeBron and beat him up to death. I'm just saying he does deserve some blame, okay? So just looking at the poll right now, it's a little favoring towards no, but still 64% of the people say no, 36% of the people say yes. Wow. I'll leave up the poll for a little bit longer, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see who says no, who says yes. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. This team's just not good. It's not a Frank Vogel problem. It's not a Rob Pelinka problem. It's an effort, and I don't understand why it's so hard to give effort. You know, when you have a job, do you not put in effort? How are you supposed to be better at it if you don't show effort? Yeah, everyone's saying hopefully not, but they probably expect him to. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers fired him tomorrow morning. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, Frank Vogel's a good guy, and he's a good coach. But I mean, whenever things go poorly, the coaches always get the blame. That's just how sports are, you know? Name me one time where that hasn't been the case, I feel like. Lakers look lackadaisical? Yeah, they don't look good. That's just how it is, man. It's it's frustrating because when you beat a team like the Jazz, you know, you think that you can get some momentum going, right? You beat a good team. Oh, can we finally, get some wins? No. When the Lakers win 4 in a row, can they get some wins after that? No. They lose 3 in a row after that. Oh, we're 16 and 13. Can we finally start to get wins? No, we lose 5 in a row. So always, 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 it's always something. Dwayne Casey. Oh yeah. I don't even know, bro. I don't know if any coach at this point could save our season. If the players are not going to try, if the players choke when it matters most, it doesn't matter what you can have Greg Popovich, Phil Jackson, the best coaches of all time, and you ain't fixing this. That's my point. So what if the Lakers do fire Frank Vogel and the Lakers continue to lose? Then who do you blame? Have people not learned? When Frank Vogel had COVID, we had David Fizdale. We went 1-5 with David Fizdale. Why is this so hard to comprehend? Why should we fire Frank Vogel when we went 1-5 without him? Jesus, dude. It's not like this is not rocket science. Look at what the Lakers have done without him and with him. Oh, let's say with. Okay, well, we won a championship in 2020. Before we got injured last year, we started 23-6, first in the West. And then what about this year? Well, we keep getting injured, they're COVID, and now the effort thing. This is on the players. Antonio, they're not going to fire him and start to win. That's not going to happen. Because I guarantee you, based on what we've seen this year without Frank Vogel, the Lakers are even worse. They went 1-5 without Vogel. So what evidence, what shred of evidence have we seen from the last 3 years to suggest that the Lakers will be better without Frank Vogel? That's what I want to know. Because I'm curious. Let LeBron be the coach? Oh, God. This team's so bad. Wishful thinking, Antonio. Yeah. You need Tom Thibodeau, coach who will not take no BS. I was the only one who voted Pacers. Yeah, I guess. But even you too, Savage, you wanted to change your vote. You know? This is this is a trash lost. Don't know what else I can say about it. Can we talk about something else now? Honestly, because yeah, there's nothing else to say. But let me look at the poll. Let me see what y'all say about the poll. 67% of the votes say no, 33% say yes. That makes sense. That's what I expected. You know, that's what I did expect. So I'm not surprised. Embiid scored 50. He did. T Savage says, yeah, I did want to change after how good the Lakers were playing. I'm not gonna lie, but you said I couldn't change it. Brandon says, are the Lakers worse than the Dallas Cowboys? What? What is that question? Brandon, we won a championship 2 years ago. When did the Cowboys last win a championship? Antonio says, we need a coach who ain't afraid to scream at them whenever they ain't playing hard. That's the thing, Antonio. We don't know what's going on in the locker room. I don't know what Frank Vogel's telling him. I don't know what the players are choosing to listening to. I don't know. I don't know. How about them Bucks? Yeah, how about them Bucks? Lakers in the play-in? I have no clue. Brandon, the 2021-22 season Lakers Cowboys. Cowboys always choke. Let's make that clear. Okay? The Cowboys are pathetic. But realistically, you guys keep on talking about firing Frank Vogel, right? Who would we get? Who's available in the market that would really make our team better? Because I don't want people to get caught up in let's fire Frank Vogel. Well, yeah, you got to see who you can replace that would be better for the Lakers long term. So who would it be? It's easy to say one thing, but actually getting it done is a different thing. Two Savage asks, do the Lakers just rebuild after this year? Honestly, I don't even know, dude. I'm too focused on this year. Rody Outlaw says Mark Jackson. If we end up firing Frank Vogel, which I do think we will, then maybe. Right? Then maybe. But I don't know. I heard Stan Van Gundy's available. Oh god, dude. That's just horrific. Ugh, guys. Mike D'Antoni? No. No. We're trying to get defense, not even get worse on defense. We shall see, man. We shall see. What was I gonna ask? What should the Lakers do? Because it was an interesting question that Two Savage asks, but I'm not even trying to entertain at this point because I want to think about this season only. I don't know how the season's gonna end. That's the thing, right? I mean, we don't even have Anthony Davis. People forget he's even on the Laker team sometimes. Bring back Luke Walton. That's horrible. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Help me out here, would y'all? Bring something else up, or let's talk about something else, or I don't know, man. This is just tough. I how long is AD out? He'll probably be out for like another 2 weeks. Too savage to answer your question. I think he'll come back early February. That's my prediction. But seriously, guys, like this happens every time. This is like an abusive relationship, is what this is. You know, it's like the Lakers win against a good team, then they lose to a trash team. Right? They win 4 in a row, then they lose 3 in a row. Then they start 16 and 13, then they lose 5 in a row. You can't make this up, man. It's like we can never catch a break. We can never get consistency, you know? Just glad my banged up Bulls snapped the 4-game losing streak against the Cavs. Good for y'all. See, we have so many Bulls fans in here. I feel like most of the guys in the chat, with the exception of maybe a 1 or 2, are Bulls fans. Got Too Savage, Albert, Gigi. Who else is a Bulls fan in here? Yep, Brandon. That's 4. Come on. Can we make it a 5th? Okay, Antonio is clearly not a Bulls fan. Got it. I don't even know anymore, dude. I don't know. I don't know what the Lakers can do at this point. Oreo McFlurry, what's up? Oreo McFlurry was one of my first subscribers, by the way. Even before this became Laker Nation all day, guys. Like, actually, this channel was not catered around the Lakers. I used to post all kind of videos. And I noticed Oreo McFlurry was like one of my first subscribers. So when I saw your username, man, appreciate you. All right, I'm curious to know what your guys' mindsets on the Lakers' remaining portion of the season. I gave you guys 3 options. We'll go over that. I do want an Oreo McFlurry Too Savage. That sounds really, really good. But we'll see. We'll see. Because trade deadline's coming out soon, right? Trade deadline's coming up soon. They have plenty of options, but it's just a matter of which ones they decide as to what to do. They don't have Anthony Davis right now, but they will. And that's been a big problem because you don't play Dwight 30, 35 minutes. You're supposed to play Anthony Davis at the center position from time to time as well, which would have really helped out. Which really would have helped out this game, but it didn't. So, because we didn't have him, but so be it. And just keep in mind, for the people who are filling out trades, we don't have that many tradable assets. You know, you have Russ. I don't think no team is going to want Russ. You have THT and a 2027 first round pick. That's it. Let me go ahead and see what y'all are saying about the poll. Okay. I only posted the poll 1 minute ago, so we'll just go ahead and wait a couple minutes. See kind of what y'all are thinking. Watch Mo Bamba drop 30 on us next game. I would not be surprised, man. Only Laker fans vote. Yeah, I think, see, Antonio, you're asking for Laker fans to vote. I think you and I are the only Laker fans in here, other than, who's that one other guy? There's a couple other. Mike, I think. And, God, I forget. But dude, like this is just disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't know, man. Too Savage says trade AD to the Pacers for the best 3 players. Woo! Brandon says the West is kind of bad this year. Lakers still have a chance. I agree with that, Brandon. It's just an emotional roller coaster. That's all this is. That's all this is. You know? And I've told you guys this before. I'm just being honest when I say it, okay? Every game, every time there's a Laker game, I know something bad's going to happen. I know something good's going to happen, but I always have to come out here every single time to stream, say the same BS about this garbage team, no effort, no defense, no sense of urgency. It's frustrating, dude. The same stuff over and over again. You know, my recap videos, I say that. My streams, I say that. My live today, I've said it, you know? Okay, so it looks like so far half of the poll is saying play the season out with no trades. Half of the poll saying, or a third of the poll saying make some trades. They're both tied at 43%. And 14% of you guys are saying blow it up. Brandon is asking, what is the next Lakers game? I think it's against the Orlando Magic on Friday in Orlando. That is the beginning of their Grammy trip. So that means they're going to have like 6 road games in a row or something of that sort. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 road games. Antonio says, I want you to be honest. Who would you trade THT for? No one. I would not trade THT for anybody, Antonio. I've told you this before. THT is too young. He has way too much potential. And if it's anyone who had a good game today, it was THT, right? He had 18 points. Most of his points came from jump shots, which means that he's improving his game every single year. We don't trade THT for a 1-year rental. That's all I'm going to say. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, obviously 43% of the chat says play the season out. 43% says make some trades. 14% says blow it up. I'm a part of the crew that says play the season out. I don't think trades are going to help this team in terms of, getting yourselves to a championship. In terms of blowing it up, I think it's too late to do that. Just play the season out, you know? Brandon says Lakers should have kept Kyle Kuzma. Now, who was saying that last season? Seriously. Kyle Kuzma, he's having a good season this year. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't be having that kind of year on the Lakers because the Lakers didn't utilize him correctly. He didn't necessarily mesh well with LeBron. So, yeah, the Lakers having Kyle Kuzma wouldn't have helped us in any big way. Two Savages, you need something young on the team. That and also the fact that we just need to play with energy and effort, man. It's really just a prerequisite to being even a good basketball team. Throw being a contender out the window. If you want to be a good basketball team, you simply just have to play with effort. Better than Westbrook, but not what the team needs, man. Westbrook was having a good game, and then just like LeBron, just like a bunch of players, they just didn't play well in the fourth quarter. I can't believe I'm saying it, but even Austin Reeves didn't even have that creative game. Turned the ball over a few times, led to the Pacers having some key fast break points, started some momentum for them. So nobody really had a good game except for THT, in my opinion. But even then, like, why does it matter? We lost the game. We choked. Oh, man. Gigi says they should have kept Caruso. Bulls lose 4 games in a row because of injuries. Caruso comes back. We beat a Cavs team on a 5-game win streak. That's true. I wish we could have kept Caruso, but I mean, here's the thing, man. It's like, it's easier to say that now, you know? It's easier to say that now than back then. The Lakers need to get rid of the old players, rebuild, and start looking towards the future. I wish. Brandon says they should play Malik Monk more minutes. I agree with that. Malik Monk is always playing good basketball. Yeah. I just want Anthony Davis to come back, guys. That's all I got to say. Because it's like, I'm judging this team, but there's no Anthony Davis. It's kind of hard to judge this team to a full extent. There's no AD. It's kind of similar to when the Lakers played the Nuggets. Antonio says, I said we only need a real good center who can protect the rim and create sport. Yeah. Drew, what is up? He says, hey, it is Andrew the GOAT, LOL. He is back, guys. Can we get a what's up, Drew, in the chat, please? Two Savage says, might be too late for AD. I mean, he's expected to come back within the next 2 weeks or so. So I don't think so. Brandon says, AD's kind of soft. He's not hungry. He got his bag already. Let's just hope, man. I think it was Antonio that told me he lost 20 pounds. Chat says you can't really trust AD. He's always hurt. Honestly, dude, considering how this team looks right now, why wouldn't you want... It doesn't matter if you trust him or not. Wouldn't you want him back? Drew says Klay Thompson is the vibe on the court and off the court. What is up, Drew? Good to have you in the stream. See, if it's anyone that knows how to change the subject, it's Drew. Two Savage says he lost weight to try to lower his chance of injury, 100%, and also the fact that he can have a quick first step. He's more mobile. He gets less tired. And keep in mind, guys, AD got hurt in an unavoidable way. Anyone would have gotten hurt, right? His defender went to his legs. He fell into his legs and he got injured. That's the same way KD got injured. But you don't hear anyone saying KD is soft, do you? Kevin Durant has gotten injured plenty of times recently, but nobody's calling him soft. Antonio says if the old AD is back, then it's over. Nobody's stopping us now. That I can agree with. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Because it's curious that we brought up AD in the conversation. Okay? Okay. New poll is up. I'm curious to know what you guys' thoughts are on AD. Because as frustrating as these losses are, right? The Lakers don't have Anthony Davis. So my poll question is, will Anthony Davis save the Lakers? I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. We all know what Anthony Davis can be. According to Jared Dudley's podcast, he lost 20 pounds, which is a big deal. He's able to become more quick first step, athletic. We just gotta wait and see. But I'm curious to see what you guys are gonna say in the chat because Anthony Davis is a very controversial player. But we'll see. Antonio says he likes AD at the 5, but he's too scared to play the 5. One thing is, Antonio, he can't play center full time. That's the thing with Anthony Davis. He can't play center full time. He can play center, just not full time. Drew Dawson says, KD is the greatest scorer of all time. Oh, get out of here with that. No. Oh, my God. So it looks like majority of you guys are saying no. You guys don't think Anthony Davis will save the Lakers. That's interesting. I think he will. And when I say save the Lakers, I mean stabilize us, meaning get at least some form of consistency. That's what I mean by save, right? So I'm in the minorities there. So it's interesting to think that 75% of you guys say no. That's interesting. I'm going to leave that poll up to see if anything changes, but we'll leave it at that. You know, LeBron had the worst plus minus this game. You know that, guys? He had the worst plus minus, but nobody wants to talk about him. People just want to talk about fire Frank Vogel. People want to talk about get rid of Rob Pelinka. You know? Even Russ, even AD. Have we heard the media say anything bad about LeBron? Brandon says he'll pick Sabonis over AD. It won't matter. Antonio says KD choked a 3-1 lead. Two savages for 80 to save the Lakers, who'll have to carry a full load, and coming off an injury like that, I think it's going to take them a little time, but by that time it'll be too late. Yeah, it's understandable. Understandable, guys. Curious. Yeah. This is some kind of season, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? But we can talk about anything else now. So I think I know your guys' mindset. Frank Vogel does not deserve to be fired. Anthony Davis will not save the Lakers. And the Lakers need to make some trades. Okay. I mean, it's fair, right? I'm not going to disagree with you guys. Antonio says waive Ariza, Jordan, and Bazemore, trade them. I agree with you about DeAndre Jordan and Kent Bazemore. I don't agree with you about Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza is a solid wing defender. I'm not going to get rid of him. Yeah. It's like you think you're going to win a game, but you don't. All right, someone change the subject. I'm tired of the Lakers. Someone change the subject. We got like 1,000 Bulls fans in here. Someone talk about the Bulls or something, because this is just not it. Man. Who's going to bring up the Bulls? Who's going to bring up the Knicks, the Grizzlies, the Warriors? Who's going to bring them up? Okay, Drew. My Warriors are going to be playing the Pacers tomorrow. Let's go Warriors. That's an easy win for you guys. Pizza or wings? That's what Two Savage asks. Oh, God. I'm going to have to go with pizza, Two Savage. I'm going to have to go with pizza. Brandon says, I still can't wait for Levine to come back. Yeah, I mean, when he comes back, the Bulls are going to be doing what they used to do. I'm surprised they're still first in the East, but that just, I mean, the top of the East have been losing games as well, so there's that. Drew Dawson asks, basketball or football? Basketball easily. Yeah, basketball easily. Dude, honestly, okay. Food sounds really good right now, guys. Let's not anything else other than food, because I haven't eaten yet. I haven't had dinner yet, so let's not talk about food just yet. Okay, Drew, that's an interesting comment. Thanks for contributing. But yeah. That is interesting, Brandon. I'm probably going to end the stream at the 1 hour mark. Just because I'm hangry. That's the term when you're hungry and you're angry. Lakers lost. I haven't eaten in a while. It's just not a recipe for a good stream. Is it? What do you think, Gigi? Is Gigi still in the chat? Slurpees or milkshakes? I'm gonna have to go with milkshakes. Yeah, that's a good combo. That's Drew and Brandon, interesting contributions. What's up, Gigi? Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream in a few minutes, so just wondering if you're still in here to make the countdown. It's a tradition. Spaghetti or pizza? Pizza. Why are we talking about food? Lakers need a Snicker. They need a Snicker. I need a Snicker. This is just not fun. Now, is it too savage? I love it how like Drew's just bringing up a bunch of food questions now. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what? Last 8 minutes of the stream. Okay, let's just talk about whatever. I don't even care. It doesn't even have to be sports. Okay, we're here. We're here. Boom. Answer that question, guys. How about the Nets? Yeah, James Harden's gonna leave. Yeah, 100% agree with you. Actually, you know what, dude, Gigi? I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Two Savage asks, what do I do for a living? Student? I graduated recently, right? Now this is a poll I'm interested in. It's split 50-50. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Come on, guys, fill out the poll. I want to see what your guys' thoughts are on it. No? Fill out the poll. Leave it up there for the rest of the stream. I'm curious. Because we're talking about food now, apparently, because that's even more interesting to talk about than the Lakers. You know? Oh, man. I am not answering that question. Y'all are just talking about whatever. All right, Gigi, you can go ahead and start the countdown whenever you please to do it. Because I think we're just about done with the stream now. It is already 11 p.m. Pacific. Two Savage asks, what are you about to eat when you get off stream? Honestly, I have no idea yet. I have no idea. If Nike, Drew, answers Nike. Wondering, just out of curiosity, do any of you guys play Madden? Because I know some of you guys are football fans, if not all. Do you guys play Madden? Because if that is the case, I was thinking it would be pretty dope to have a league together. You know what I mean? Only if you guys would be interested in doing something like that. I thought that would be pretty cool. Because even then, that's more interesting than talking about the Lakers. Anyways, I always see you guys on the stream, right? We talk about sports, we do all these things, but actually getting to talk to you guys and playing games with you and whatnot, it'd be cool. It'd be cool, to actually get to know you guys, Okay, now which Madden do you guys have? So 50-50 on the pineapple on the pizza, but I'm gonna put out one last poll. Do you need to? Okay, so if someone has like an Xbox or someone has a PlayStation, can they not verse each other, or how does that work? I forgot. Let's see. All of them. Brandon says throw a party in LA for your subscribers. LOL. One day, bro. One day. That's all I gotta say. I am still at 152. I think Gigi was the one who said I was gonna reach 1,000 by the summer. I'm gonna hold you to it, Gigi. Oh, Madden isn't a crossplay? That's lame, dude. That's lame. Okay. So what do y'all have? PlayStation, Xbox? What do you guys have? Because I don't know what y'all have. I think it would be pretty cool to actually have like a fantasy league or whatever the case is, you know. PlayStation. I think Drew said he has a PlayStation, but it's not on him right now. Okay. So, okay. Maybe in the future we could start one down the line. I can message Discord, see what's up with that, but yeah. Okay, that is it for the stream. Gigi, you can go ahead and start the countdown if you are there. Go ahead and start down the countdown because we are just about done. There's nothing else to really talk about. Is Gigi still in the chat, guys? Yeah. All right, Gigi started down the countdown from 20 seconds. So if you guys want to make any comments now, make it now. If you guys haven't already, join the Discord. Comments are in the Discord link is in the description, right? Go ahead and join that. We can plan something like do a Madden thing or whatever the thing is. So yeah, Drew says good morning for me. Well, where do you live? So now we got everyone counting down. Is that what this is? I think we had a comment I said. Bulls need better defensive centers. Is that what you're saying? It just said better defensive, but yeah, they do. But yeah, I'll go ahead. See y'all for the next stream. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all's support, like always. And I will see y'all on Friday against the Magic. I will be going live as well for that one. So peace out, and I will see y'all then. Okay, take it easy.